for the serious gamer.
Hey, what's up all? Neely here, and I have a Medal of Honor beta match on Helmand Valley. This is Team Mission Mode, and I'm going to show you, well, what I'll say first is I talked about in my previous Next Gen Tactics Medal of Honor video my defensive playstyle and being aware of what playstyle to use in certain situations. So here in this video you are going to see me use a hybrid of both an offensive style and a defensive style, and there's some mistakes that I make along the way, but regardless this turns out to be a very, very good game, and I help my team out in very many ways. And as you can see here at the start, there's not much more you can do typically here at the first planting area other than sort of play defensive. And I mean, obviously you can plant the bomb at the detonation site, but it's a small area. However, when you rush up into this next spot here, I guess you could call it B, the next capture area, it's a little bit easier to move up into the base and to basically, you know, play with an offensive style. And so again, I want you guys to pay attention to how I switch things up in regards to a defensive style and offensive style, and keep watching how I use cover and how I move up and take advantage of the holes in the opposition side. So you'll see as this video goes on the risks that I take to use the offensive kill streaks, and you'll see why I don't always like to use the offensive kill streaks. So keep that in mind as this video rolls along. There's a couple deaths that result in myself basically trying to use the offensive kill streak too often. So this gets me to my point about the offensive kill streaks, and it's, you know, you may get very excited very fast to use one of them. For example, you can use the mortar at your very first point streak, but I think one of the biggest things to keep in mind when you get these offensive kill streaks is to try to keep patience before you use them. Wait a little bit before you go to use them, to not necessarily put yourself at risk to kill myself. And again, I do that here. I guess I get a little overzealous, a little excited, a little overhyped to use them, and it results in a couple deaths here. And that's basically my point with them. You need to pick your time wisely of when to use the offensive kill streaks and when to help out your team with them. I don't think it's always best to be selfish with them necessarily. Again, I think you need to pick your time wisely, and it's going to help a lot more, obviously, when you can actually talk to your teammates come the October release date. You'll be able to figure out when it's best to use it and stuff like that. So you guys have seen me done Helmand Valley before, and again, that's unfortunate with the beta, obviously. It's only 2 maps, but I like this map a lot. I hope there's more maps like this, especially with Team Mission Mode. It gets very hectic very fast. The downside is, though, it can become campy very fast as well, but for the most part, and for the most games that I've played on Helmand Valley, it's very, very hectic, and this is a game that shows the example of that hectic gameplay. And right here, I'm a little puzzled as to where the team is. I don't see them in the middle. There's the first guy that I've seen. There's the second guy that I've seen, and I was a little confused as to where the defense was. And so I don't know if these guys were new to the game or what, but we were moving up on them very fast. You're watching, you know, this is only minute 3 right here, and we are already to the 3rd planning area. And you know, call it my team being good, call it us just, you know, or you could call it the other team just being sloppy in their defensive style, holding us back. And when you play on defense on this map, it's, you know, you can kind of get away with camping, guys. I'm not gonna lie. It's pretty easy to defend these planning areas, I think, except for the first one. For example, in Battlefield Bad Company 2, usually when you play Rush, typically the first planning area is the easiest, and I definitely noticed that with Helmand Valley as well. Again, DICE is behind this, so there's going to be some similarities there. So I get the chance here to use the missile attack, and you'll see that I'm really overzealous to use this right away, and I get killed. But here's the kicker. I really like what DICE has done here, and I've said this before. I like that you have to put yourself on the line before you can use an offensive kill streak. It's a selfish way to get kills, but it can be a smart way to get kills at the same time. Keep that in mind. It's not always selfish if you're helping out your team with it. However, I feel that if you put yourself out there and you're not smart enough with it, and you don't get any kills, you know, you probably should have went defensive. Now, there's always some bad luck that you'll run into along the way, and sometimes you can't foresee that. But for the most part, when in doubt, I believe that you should go with the defensive side of the point streak. And I think that unless you are in an immediate struggle or in immediate danger, use that UAV for your first point streak. But like I said, if it's helping out your team, if you need to clear an area out, for all intents and purposes, use that mortar strike. And I think it's all about how the game is playing out. If the team's playing really aggressive and your team's just getting pounded, you probably should go ahead and use those offensive kill streaks. So it's all a matter, again, of being situationally aware. And I've hit on this many times in my videos, and I can't preach it enough. So here we go. Here's the missile attack. I finally find a good time to use it, and I get quite a lot of kills here with it. And it's pretty fun to watch, too. I really enjoy basically bringing that down. It's like a Predator missile from Modern Warfare 2, but I think it's a little more stylish in that sense. So I'm back here to one of my favorite spots, moving up on the left, and kind of just mowing them down up here, trying to help my team up and move up. And you're pretty much a sitting duck, as you see, as I'm shooting them over the wall there. They're pretty much sitting ducks, and I get killed by a nade there. Again, I get overzealous with the offensive kill streak, but I go ahead and come right back with it. And again, another case of me being overzealous, overexcited. I end up killing myself here. Not very smart. It's funny, but it wasn't very smart on my part there. I get a couple nice kills though with it, but to me that was being a little selfish on my part. I probably should have went ahead and used the defensive support action to help on my team. But at the same time, this team here, they were letting us just take it to them right off the bat, and so again, it was a little bit of should you get a lot of kills and win the game, or should you just win the game and help your team? It was one of those games here we were pretty much just taking it right to them, and I don't think there was really any reason for us to be stopped in this game. And there's an example right there of me using the UAV quickly. I didn't think I had enough time because we're up in their spawn in the last planning area here, and I thought it was smart to use it there and get it off quick to help my team out, so I can show the enemy in the surrounding area. That's what I like about the UAV. It helps you out in a lot of, it helps you out in a big pressured situation like that. So this match is coming to an end very quickly. I hope you guys enjoyed this gameplay. It was something different. I played a little more aggressive. I wanted to show that I do play aggressive, not just defensive. I think it's key to have both of those styles to your advantage, to use them both to help you out. Again, you need to be situationally aware of the situation. Let me back up. You need to be situationally aware of what's going on in front of you. As I've said it before, if you can get away with playing aggressive, do it. If you can get away playing defensive, do that as well. Whatever helps your team out and whatever gets you results at the same time. It's a 50-50 balance. I get a nice pistol kill here. And that's pretty much it. Again, I hope you guys enjoyed this. This is probably going to be my last Medal of Honor beta video. I want to cover some other stuff here down the line. And plenty more videos coming. That's all I could really get at. Getting our team wins here. I go 21-4 to end this game. Pretty quick. I mean, 9-21, that's pretty quick, guys. I mean, the runner in the roadblock there, 2 minutes, was pretty much the longest time. And the last one on the nest was 2:14 there. And you'll see the stats here at the end. Pretty nice game, pretty solid. So this comes to an end. I will see you guys later.